What is today's reading going to be about? I don't even know at this moment. I love those days when I wake up and I just know I'm supposed to sit down. I found a point in the day where I'm supposed to sit down and do my reading. But sometimes, when that happens, I always pick them out. Same for the tip. When you see some other ones cooking it and you're picking them out. Pick them up soon for later. Something special. Something spicy about it. Okay? So, I love when I sit down and I'm just like, let's get the message right here. Sometimes I wake up and I have the message. Sometimes it comes from channeling everybody else's messages throughout the day and seeing what the collective of people who I gave personal readings to, things that resonated between most of the readings. That's how I know how to do my collectives. That's how I know who's going to see my reading that day, or the energy of the message I need to make, and then it will align to the day it's supposed to meet you with the timeless messaging. So, something though feels very much about partnership. And that could mean in more ways than one. That could mean relationship, that could mean business. It feels like a mix of both for show. Okay, let's do this. So, we used my horror tarot. Whenever I'm called to use my horror tarot, it's definitely a lot about romance. But also, Halloween is approaching, right? What do you have planned for Halloween? Maybe this is about October. Oh, I think this is about what's happening in October. These are the cards. What's coming for you in the month of October? So excited, guys. So excited for October. Many of you have planned what you're going to be wearing. You see, for me, I just started this last year, but I figured out what my thing is, okay? Go with me here. Every single Halloween, I dress up as a different version of Spider-Man. Yeah. So last year, I did Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. This year, I'm doing Spider-Man 2099. So get creative. There's something about expression. There's something about inner child healing as well here. You've taken a lot of time to yourself. The world's in your hands. You're seeing how to fill your own cup. How to produce your own happiness. Your juice, if you will. What we got? Wow, this is gonna be a fucking beautiful reading. It's all about love, but it's not just romance. It is self-love. No matter how cheesy it sounds. You've upgraded so much as a person. You have not given up on your dream, and you have seen manifestations literally materialize right in front of you. You weren't waiting anymore, you realized. You're like, the only way I was going to be prepared for just the amount and just the intensity of what's thrown at me was by all of the trauma I went through. You used to be a person that owed quite a bit. Maybe you had to either take out loans. These are collective, take what resonates. Either you had to take out loans, you borrowed money from people. There could be a sense of maybe you even had the type of growing up or parent dynamic where they would be like, oh, I want to help you, I want to help you, I won't make you feel bad for it, yada yada. And that's not what would happen. It was a psychological mind fuck. They would end up acting like they still had control over you, or like you're an ungrateful person. You fell into a lack state of money, a lack mindset of money, because the things that you were taught around you, you realized, wait a damn minute. All these people around me gave up on their dreams. At a very young age, you realize that. And you're like, I'm not going to be that. Did you have your hurdles, your ups and downs, just like everybody? Absolutely. But you caught yourself. You had it's not that you caught yourself before you wrecked yourself. You did fucking wreck yourself, and that's how you rose. You don't wreck yourself anymore. Now you fully protect and you're fully ready and charged. But from those times of falling to rock bottom is how you truly started a relationship with yourself. You didn't give up on your dreams. You didn't know how you were going to get there. You didn't even know what you really wanted to do. All you knew is that you had to follow a guidance, an inner guidance. And when we were growing up, spirituality was not a thing that was like promoted. So many of us now are realizing the abilities we have always had and can remember back to childhood things that didn't make sense then, but now completely do. You can remember, you've analyzed a lot of the past, but to like let go of it, not harp. You remember times when you were a child and the adults around you felt inner weakness and made you feel worthless. You thought about all the times that you've done things out of your heart, intending to get nothing back. It never made anybody feel bad about it. It never made anybody feel bad about it. So how dare your parasite try to reach so far to find something wrong about you? You went into a lot of inner teenager work without realizing it. You said, you know what? I'm going to be the adult that didn't protect you, that didn't teach you how to stand up for yourself. But I'm also going to be the adult that teaches you how to handle anger and frustration and panic. You realize you've been growing also by nourishing others. That was that past week. That's what you did for yourself. This is about no one else. This is about you. Loving and putting yourself first. Finally, truly doing that. Because you have done that. Back and forth. The way you've gotten to where you've gotten is because of that balance. But you have hit a point, my friend, of you do not need to, you never did, but especially now, you do not have to prove yourself to anybody. People know your worth. And it's as simple as that. You see, presently, there are many good times coming. You're filling into your cup and others. It looks like you don't owe anybody anything. People that you owed money to in the past, now you overgave to them. What do I mean by that? Not in a bad sense, like, remember, you as a collective, take what resonates. So if this didn't happen for you, don't make it fit. But some people who, when you were in the lowest of times, never gave up on you and did loan you money and etc., you more than paid back. You've shown so much appreciation in time, effort, and for a lot of you, money. Because you have complete control of your finances now. And you can see that by continuing to give and appreciate and be grateful and share is how you continue to pull in more and get farther up your highest timeline. In this current mindset, you have completely released grief. You embrace the hard moments and see that they are the make it or break it and show you who you are. And you had to see everything around you not be so great to make sure you don't act that way. Until you started having a true relationship with yourself, you weren't going to be able to grow anymore. And you let go of so many connections that no longer serve and found your true intentions with yourself, and you see around you who has true intentions. There's, in this next month, in October, there's going to be a sense of very much bonding. Some of you might be going on trips. There's going to be a sense of visiting somebody's house, so somebody could be coming to you, you could be going to somebody, but you're going to be spending time. This is leading into romance now, okay? Because you've done this self-work, because you don't care anymore about love is why it's here. It's not that you don't care about love, like in a way, like I don't fuck love, blah blah blah. No, it's like I love myself. I'm happy. I have people around me that make me happy. When the romance will come when it's supposed to, and my friend, that's when it comes. When you're honoring this inspirational, will-powered, persistent energy to not give up on more ways than one. This is the law of attraction. When you don't care, you simply attract. There's somebody that wants to meet you halfway. Somebody has not even switched, but opened up the way they felt about you in your connection. Somebody feels like they've been kind of, and this is their words, not ours, a clown. Have they fucked up their own timeline? Did they put themselves in the friend zone, etc.? There's something of this energy. Whatever dynamic this is, it feels so resilient. It feels so important for you to have gone into this hermit mode phase for both of you. And it's time to fill. See, the end of September is going to be about being reborn with others, bursting out of the cocoon. The ending of August was the cocoon. You've been honoring the strength in your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy. Spirit's been sending you a lot of messages to do that continuously, because you've, in August, you felt anger. You felt a lot of emotions. Sleeping schedule could have been weird. You could have just had less patience. You could have had a really hard time stopping moving. Or it's an energy intensity of not being able to get up at all, like freezing. Any projects, anything that was left on a stall, kicking up now. Okay. October is going to be a very, very extravagant month. And it looks like if there's any form of payback owed to you, or you're waiting for a big lump sum of money or etc., this is going to be presented to you in October. If that doesn't resonate for any reason, what that means is you're getting a gift. A gift that's going to release even more. I don't even want to see release even more, because you're not holding grief. It's just going to give you more confirmation about your highest timeline, how you're on it. So we have 2 more sets of cards. One is a romance set. And this is that worker bee. The foundation. What foundation is being solidified for you in October? Self-worship in stone circle. Okay. Number 37 resonating. You've upgraded like 10 years. In this past week of going into hermit mode, self-love, singing your qualities, figuring out how am I going to continue to be able to be healthy. And it feels like you used to be a person who would put everybody else before you in the beginning of the day. And now you're like, no, if I have to wake up earlier to take care of myself and do my workout routine or my stretch routine or my reading my book, eating correctly, accordingly, etc., I'm going to do that. You feel and see your body. You're not on autopilot. You're paying attention to your aches, your pains. You're not giving yourself excuses for abusing your body anymore. You have upgraded 10 years because of that. And this next month, your body's going to transform again. You're going to have more clarity than you've felt in like the past 4 months, is what they want me to say. And there's a ceremony. There are people that you feel devoted to and are in the same energy intensity, like people that it's not mundane conversations. It's substance, it's authenticity. It's like both of you are just birthing all these ideas when you are together. You're going to be in that surrounding. There's going to be celebration. Some of you might end up going. There's definitely a sense of travel. So this could be going to like I guess like a haunted house or something together. Maybe even an actual visit to a certain part of somebody going to the other. Halloween Horror Night, something. You're going to be celebrating. And there's going to be some form of ritual in play. There's going to be some form of a light work of magic, of bonding. With people that bring you confidence. This is a work group. There's going to be something holistic involved with this. Very interesting. But this is also going now even more into... What's that? Oh, it's one of those little stickers. From like the grass. This is also going now into sex magic. With this. Because it looks like for a lot of you here, there is a crossing of business and play. Take what resonates. This is not for everybody. Some of this is just the platonic work friend. And there's going to be some form of ritual of light work of manifestation done together with the law of attraction to keep pulling in these opportunities. To keep being able to bring more honey or more pollen. Spread the word of whatever your message is. There's speaking up. There's presentation. So things that have been in the works and you haven't told anybody about except the people you're doing it with. There's expansion. There's celebration. There's announcement and celebration in October. Let's go into love now. There's some form of sex magic being involved in October. And if you've never heard of that before, it is not something bad at all. It is light work. It hurts nobody. Sex magic is one of the most powerful forms of magic you can do. What's going on with that? I have a very powerful person in front of me right now. You could be some form of influencer, or this means you have a lot of authority in your life. You could be a boss, you could be a head of a household, in your friends, you're the one that people look to, however that resonates. But you give a lot of power to the world. And you're a natural born healer. When you decide to worship yourself and not put anything or anyone else above you and see you are an equal to the universe, life changes. Okay? The universe wants you in the most mundane way to talk to them as a big brother, a big sibling. That sibling that you can be hard and real with, but you know if you're crying or if you need something, they're there. Like total 180, complete sympathy, complete care, complete protector. But then also it's okay with like roughing around. And you talk to them like, hey, give me that, that's mine. Not, oh, well, thank you so much. Oh, but that's not what the universe wants. They want you to see here. And you see that now. You're not putting anybody on a pedestal either. There was somebody in a romantic sense. You didn't realize you were falling into old tendencies of putting them like here and you here. Not here anymore or anything, but like they were here and you're putting yourself here. And you're seeing things differently now. You're seeing that you've always been clear with your messages, but somebody is transforming and you've completely like not like pulled back your power in a way of saying that you don't want anything to do with them, just like realizing you are your happiness and people are lucky, fortunate to be aligned with you and have your energy. And there's somebody who you have a form of a karmic path with, and karma is not a bad word. Do not be scared of the word karma. What karma means is what goes around comes around. If you're sending positive influence, if you're sending positive energy, high frequency into the world, that is what's coming back 3 times multiplied, okay? So you have nothing to worry about when I say the word karmic connection. Both of you have this ability to be tango partners. This is a very deep soul tie connection of a person who's got hot and cold, and now they're back on the hot. You might be even more on, I wouldn't like to say the defense, but more aware that like of your actions and of not giving too much. Spirit says do not start second guessing if you're feeling this transformation within this person, because it looks like you might, in a sense, it's not like you got over. You let go of like assumptions. You let go of needing to feel like something's going to happen in a certain way or a certain time. And with a divine, there is this sense of you guys like exchanging back and forth. They're now in a state of wanting to work to being together, whatever way that means. Take it as it resonates. That could be just building and seeing where this can go. This can be an actual relationship. But needless to say, this is a flourishing connection. And you guys have rose above from this. And the Phoenix birds are big forward movement, big sign. Rising from the ashes, being reborn. Your whole dynamic has been transformed. Okay? They see, you see them. And whoever the feminine is here, the masculine sees you as a goddess. Honey pouring off your body. Tasty in more ways than one. They don't care if you unplug. For yourself. Because there's some internalness with you of like, if they're meant to be with me, they're going to plug back in. And I know they are going to plug back in. It's also been... you've shown your patterns with each other. There's been a solidification. And when you're two together, it's almost like spirit's going to make it to where your eyes and your lips align. There's going to be a transformative... Sex magic means more than that one exact act. Sex magic is literally what we were just talking about there. Passionate intimacy. You're going to share the self-worship of each other. The way you love and worship yourself. The way they love and worship themselves. And it's going to send this effect into the world with the butterfly effect. We have one more card and it's a spirit animal. Elks and deer. They're about nobility, being noble. So you're going to be with this person and there are going to be some pushing forces. Could even be, so be ready for this. Could be literally a deer, an elk, etc. coming in front of your car. When you're with this person or on your way to see this person, going to an event, etc. And Spirit says you are one with your accomplishments. You're going to see this coming and you're going to be safe. There's even this sense of hiking, of going out when normally your parasite would say, oh, this is not going to be great, and it would try to shut you up. It's this sense of realizing I never wanted that parasite. I never wanted that thought. It didn't help me. You're realizing I'm not going to spend my time focusing on anything that doesn't help me anymore. And that's mindset. That's thoughts. It's more than just thinking it. You're able to do it because you're taking care of yourself. It's one thing to say, I'm going to do that, and then actually do it. You're controlling yourself. You're crowned with success. You're honoring your crown chakra right now. So feel embraced, feel empowered. Whoever your romantic partner is, be prepared for more. You're going to be sharing so many memories. This is going to be one of the best Halloweens you've had in a very long time. Hell yeah. Great reading, great reading. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get it.